guys, welcome to IWMBuzz. This is your host Shubhajit, and today I have with me someone really, really special. I've been seeing his work for a very long time. I'm a huge admirer. Thank you so much, Abhishek sir, for joining us over here. It's my absolute pleasure to have you.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's pleasure is entirely mine.
Thank you so much, sir. It means a lot. First of all, we have been talking about, the buzz is around Bigg Bull. It's really, really intriguing. I've seen the trailer as well. Now, you're someone who's seen everything, right? From success to failure over the years. Still, when a new movie comes out, do you feel nervous or are you like always, jo hoga dekha jaye?
Oh, no. You're always nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you should be as well. I mean,
Yeah,
there's so many people that have worked so hard on a film over such a long period of time, and now it's finally up for release. So it is nerve-wracking, yeah.
yeah. It's totally understandable. I would not go into the comparison part with scam because I'm pretty sure you must be really, really super bored with all the comparisons that's happening. But I want to know something. I have seen a difference. The thing with scam is that it's talking about Harshit Mehta, the person, whereas in the Bigg Bull, we see the name of the character. I believe, if I'm not wrong, it's Hemant, right? What is the fictitious element about? Because we can all understand that it's the story of the Harshit Mehta, scam. But what is the reason behind the fictitious element? Is there any particular reason?
Well, it's the film is inspired by several different true incidents that happened around that time, and is based on several different characters from that time period as well. When you're making a film, there's a certain element of drama that you need to have. If you want to be very documentary about the entire approach, then you kind of compromise on the film quality aspect of the film. Our movies, we in Indian cinema like our drama. We like everything about our film to be slightly more amped up. Now, when you're doing that, and if you're making, for example, a biopic, then you can't really take liberties with somebody's true life. But if it's inspired by certain people, then you can dramatize it. So this is a dramatized telling of a particular story.
Yeah. Sir, you just spoke about Liberty right now. Obviously, Scam is a web series. It has got 10 episodes, whereas in a movie like say the Bigg Bull, you got to blend in every information within 2 to 3 hours. Now that's a huge challenge in itself. So do you feel that because you have to get in everything within 2 to 3 hours, you also get that additional liberty in terms of what you were showing?
Well, I guess I can agree with that. That's a fair enough analysis. When you're doing something in a limited period of time, you don't have the ability, or you're not afforded the time to truly deep dive into a lot of things. But you can't make it frivolous. You can't make it boring. You can't just be cosmetic about it. So it's a totally different discipline in terms of writing. So that's what it is. But I think a web series has its own place and its own following and its own demands, and so does film. But they're two totally different mediums.
True. And this is something which I'm pretty sure it's not just my observation; it's the observation of all your fans and admirers. Now, you are someone who has been playing characters older than your actual age for a very long time and very successfully. You talk about Guru, you talk about all these classic movies. So when you were playing this, were you somewhere down the line reminded of your time while you were working for Guru? I think it was in 2005 or 6, if I'm not wrong. So that's really a long time back.
I shot Guru in 2006. So no, but I wasn't reminded of Guru at all. There's no similarity between the two. You have to, do the work that you believe in and do it to the best of your ability. And I'm just thankful that people still find me worthy to do these kind of complex characters. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah. Well, you are happy. Your fans are happy as well, sir. But you got to tell me this one thing. There's a certain way you are portraying the character. In terms of the way you stand or the way you are actually delivering your dialogues. Now, you said very clearly that, it's a lot about dramatization. You get that liberty when it's not a biopic. So when you're playing somebody, who is pretty much a real life character, and your character is based on somebody who is a real life person, I mean, do you actually look forward to making it look like your own in terms of how the character looks on screen, or do you somewhere down the line feel like, nay, it should be like my body language should be like the character in reality? Do you sometimes additionally focus on ensuring that it doesn't look caricaturish?
I think you have to balance it out. It all depends on the script, but there is a fair amount of that balancing act that goes on. How realistic do you want to be? How much of a liberty do you want to take? What works for screen? What doesn't work for screen? It's a constant balancing act.
Yeah. And when you say that it's a balancing act, how did you actually look forward to balancing this in this particular movie? I mean, how much were your own inputs, and how much did you actually look forward to probably analyzing how the real Harshad Mehta behaves, and how much did you actually look forward to getting it in your own body language?
Well, Cookie, my director, was very clear about how he saw the character. Thankfully, we both saw Hemant Shah in the same way. So it's a matter of being true to the situation that you're in at that point of time.
Yes.
So we had a basic character sketch that we had done for the film, for the character, and we saw how we wanted to see him grow emotionally and physically, and then you work into that. So the framework was a very well worked out framework between Cookie and me, and then coloring in is something that you enjoy doing on sets. Having said that, no matter what I do and whatever kind of transformation I can undergo as an actor to get into my character, there's going to be certain similarities of physicality. I mean, it is me at the end of the day, so you're going to have a certain amount of similarities. I mean, I'm going to look the same way, and I mean, regardless of what we do with the hair and makeup. So I mean, there is a bit of that, but it's you have to just try and be as honest and true to the character.
Yeah. I think that's a fair enough analysis from your end. Now, when the movie was announced, I mean, we saw the first look and everything. Obviously, it was planned to be a theatrical release directly, and eventually probably OTT. But given the current COVID situation, I mean, it's only a fair decision to directly go forward with a direct OTT release. Are you somewhere down the line upset that because at the end of the day, nothing beats a 70mm experience inside a theater? No matter how many OTT platforms you have. Are you somewhere down the line disappointed that it's not getting a direct theatrical release?
Well, first and foremost, I have to say, there's no substitute to going to the theater and watching a film.
Absolutely.
The decision to go directly digital with the release of Bigg Bull was taken in April last year, soon after the lockdown was announced. Ajay spoke with me, and at that point in time, there was no clarity of when things were going to open up.
Yeah.
And that's when he said, look, there's no clarity. The film was ready. The film was ready before the lockdown. We had already announced a release date in October. So we were not sure if by then anything would have been possible or what was going to happen. There was a lot of uncertainty about what the future holds. So Ajay and Mr. Anand Pandit, the producers of the film, decided to go digital with the thought process that at least the fans and the audiences get to see the film. And yes, obviously, we all want to be back in the theaters eating popcorn and sipping on our cold drinks. But right now, I think the safety of the audience is of paramount importance. And we're just happy that today they can watch the film from the safety of their homes.
Well, absolutely. Something is better than nothing. So, as long as we get to see it, I mean, whatever way it be, it doesn't really matter. But, one thing I would want to point out, sir, is that there's been a lot of conversation around the movie in terms of, how it has been portrayed. Pratik Gandhi has played it in a certain way. You are doing it in your own way. Do you sometimes, honestly feel that the comparisons are kind of unfair because, he has done his own part, you are doing your own? I mean, obviously it's inevitable that the comparison is going to happen.
That's kind of part and parcel of, what you all have to do, right? I mean, it's human nature to compare, and that's fine. Why should I start thinking whether it's unfair or not? He's given his best and it's fantastic. I've given my best. I hope it's fantastic as well. And that's it. As actors, you want to do complete justice to the material that you've got, and you hope that you are able to achieve that. Comparisons is out of your control, so there's no point thinking about it.
Yeah. And as far as your OTT journey is concerned, obviously it started on a good note. We had Breed last year, and now we have this. So, do you think this is like the new normal that's the entertainment industry is headed?
Well, it is. It's another medium that's available to us, thankfully. I mean, I had Breathe last year, then I had Ludo, then I had a small documentary on my Kabaddi team called Sons of the Soil. So I've already done several projects on OTT platforms. It's a very exciting medium. I think there's great, interesting work being done on it. So I'm enjoying it. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Well, sir, you're playing the on-screen, Bigg Bull. If I had to ask you this question, that Bollywood mein, ya fir Indian entertainment industry mein, is there any particular person who you feel is the actual Bigg Bull?
There's only one person.
And I can guess it. I
can guess the answer to that. There's always going to be just one Big B.
Yes, Bigg Bull, Big B. That's what it is. One last question, sir, before we wrap this up, is that it's a very cliche question, but the conversation is always incomplete before we ask this. Is that why should the audience go forward to see the Bigg Bull? Is there any particular USP that you feel is attached to the project?
I think it's a wonderful film. I'm very happy with the film. I'm very proud of the film. It's a very inspirational and aspirational film. And if you want to see a good, solid film, that's why you should go see it, in my humble opinion.
Absolutely. That sums up the answer. Thank you so much, sir. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for giving us your time. And I wish you all the best for this one and all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and looking forward to meeting you in person. Thank you, sir. Same to you and your family. God bless. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.